Hi, this is Scott with eTrailer. Today we're taking a look at and installing our CURT Class 3 hitch for our 2024 Hyundai Santa Cruz. Our CURT hitch we have on our Santa Cruz today is a really good looking hitch. It's got a really nice black powder coat finish on it. It's going to be really a nice looking gloss finish, and the thing I like about it is it matches some of the trim that we have on the back of our Santa Cruz. One of the nice things about this hitch is most of your cross tube is going to be hidden behind your bumper. You're going to have just a little part of it sticking out here, but not really much at all. So all you're really going to see is just your receiver and your safety loops. For your safety chain loops, you're going to have the welded on wire style. It will accommodate your S style hooks or your clevis style hooks. So either one that you have on your safety chains for your trailer, you're good to go. As far as our weight ratings for this hitch, it's going to be 750 pounds for our tongue weight rating, and that is going to be the weight pushing down on this portion of our hitch. Now that's going to be the total of your bikes and your bike carrier together, or your cargo carrier and everything you have on that. As far as a tow rating, you're going to have a 5,000 pound gross trailer weight rating, and that is going to be the weight of your trailer and everything that you have on that. Now keep in mind, you do want to take a look at your manual and see what your maximum towing weight rating is for your vehicle, and just go with the lowest number between your hitch and your car. Our hitch is going to have a 5/8 pin opening, and that's what's going to hold on to any of your accessories. Now this hitch will not come with a pin, but keep in mind a lot of your accessories on the market now today do come with one. So if you don't have one, go ahead and order one from us here at eTrailer. Another nice option for these is the locking pin option. With that, say you're out on the trail and you've got your bike rack on the back, a nice thing to have is a way to lock it in place so nobody can take it off while you're out on the trail. As far as our measurements go, from the center of the pinhole out to the edge of our bumper, we're looking at 3 inches. With that measurement, that's the one you're going to want to look at to make sure that when you fold up any of your accessories, you're not going to make any contact with the back of your vehicle. Now from the top of our receiver tube to the ground, we're looking at 14.5 inches. And with that number, you'll be able to decide if you need any rise in the shank of, say, your cargo carriers or any of your bike racks. As far as installation goes for this hitch, it's really straightforward and actually pretty easy. You can do it with some basic hand tools. You probably need a swivel and an extension. You will need to drop your exhaust, but it's no big deal at all. If it's something you don't have time to do yourself, you can take a look at our dealer locator and get something installed for you locally, or stick around, watch our video, and we'll help you get it installed. To start our installation, we're going to need to get our spare tire out of the way. So underneath the back, we have our spare tire carrier nut. You can do this 2 ways. You can either go through your bumper with it, or you can use a 12mm socket and get at it from right here. So I'm just going to use my 12mm socket and back down my spare tire. Just want to push the holder through and pull your spare tire down out of the way. For our next step, we're going to want to get our exhaust dropped down out of the way a little bit to give us room. So I'm going to take a cam buckle strap and find a good location to put it. Just get it hooked to anything solid underneath. And what that's going to do is hold up our exhaust so we can break loose our isolators. Now we'll take a little bit of soapy water. We just have a little bit of dish soap and water mixed together. Spray it on our isolators. Try and get it in both sides if you can. Just give them all spray. We're going to have 3 of them. We're going to have the one hidden back here. And we're going to have the one right here. Once we get them sprayed, just wiggle our exhaust around. That's going to work that soapy water into our isolators, make it easier for us to remove them. You can use either a pry bar or an exhaust isolator removing pliers, or if you have a screwdriver or something like that, we just want to get them popped off. Now that we have our isolators all loose and off and out of the way, We can lift up on our exhaust and just break loose our cam buckle strap and just bring it down a little bit. Now before we put our hitch in place, there's a couple things we're going to need to do. I am going to get these wires moved out of the way, and we have our 3 mounting holes on this side, and we're going to have the same on the other side. So what I want to do is just spray a little penetrant. You could use silicone spray, anything like that. And then I'll take our brush. It's basically just a little, almost like a little bottle brush. Run it inside of our threads. We just want to make sure that they're nice and clean. It's going to make it easier for us to install our hardware. Now just so these wires don't get in our way, I'm going to pop them loose. I'm just going to use a trim tool and pop them loose out of the way so they don't interfere when I lift the hitch into place. For our hardware, we have our bolt and our washers that come in our kit. These are a conical washer, and they are going to have teeth on them. You want to get this set up where these teeth are going to be hitting the frame or the hitch. That way it's going to bite into it. Now with an extra set of hands, or if you can do this yourself, we just want to get our hitch put up in place. Want to get it up over the exhaust. And we want to get a bolt put in place. Just want to run them up finger tight as far as you can. That's going to hold your hitch in place so you can get in the rest of your hardware. Now we'll come back through and snug down all of our hardware. On our passenger side, it's going to be a little bit different, and it may be a little tricky to get at some of these. So what I'm doing is using a medium extension with a swivel and our 19mm socket, and just kind of get your socket held in place. And on this one over here is the same thing. It's going to be a little bit tricky to get at, but you can get it done. Now we'll come back through and torque down all of our hardware to the torque specifications listed in our instruction manual. If you don't have a torque wrench, you could pick one up here at eTrailer, or check your local parts store. You could possibly rent one there. Now on our passenger side, we're just going to use our same swivel combination and torque it down that way. Now that we have everything torqued down, we can come back through and get our exhaust put back in place. What I like to do is just spray our exhaust resonators and the pins where our exhaust lines up with. Just get them sprayed, and it's going to help make everything go back in place a lot easier. With our exhaust in place, we can remove our cam buckle strap. And now we went ahead and got our spare tire put back in place. And that was a look at our CURT Class 3 hitch for our 2024 Hyundai Santa Cruz. I'm Scott with eTrailer, and thanks for watching.